Hello and welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons on Overdrive Theatre. My name is Neil and I will be your Dungeon Master for this evening. Joining me are Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex. I'm playing Barrow Silentfoot, the Lightfoot Halfling Rogue.
We also have Nick.
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm playing Banther PP Snipes, Wood Elf Ranger.
We have James.
I'm playing the Forge Clerk, Varsim Cadleson.
And we have Chantelle.
I'm playing the non-Pew Pew Wood Elf Bard, Sariel.
So, our party appears to be in a town called Ballad, in fact outside of a town called Ballad, because that is where they rode a portal to. A portal that looks similar to, I don't know, any old Stargate, if you will. They went from Carrigan Moor to Ballad, and they are currently looking for James.
A Barrow?
Kids.
Barrett's Barrow?
Why are you
kids?
Why did you go to Ballad in the first place?
Oh, we're looking for the sunflower, which is an item needed to hopefully restore our fallen tiefling.
So yes, you happened to accidentally get a tiefling murdered in combat. Combat that happened on a ship because the crew were looking for avocado pears.
And nobody can see this, but I am flipping the DM off.
Nobody likes avocados.
Well, apparently the crew of the Renown want avocados because they like avocado toast and parfaits, which is why the naval action took place, the boarding action, which resulted in one dead tiefling. So, after a bit of Pulp Fiction action, where a stiletto was placed into the into the heart of said.
That's a blade, by the way, not the shoe.
Yes, the blade, very thin, very sharp blade, stabbed into her heart. She seems to be stabilized, and you went back to Carrigan Moor to go to Charlie's. Charlie said, "Oh dear, that's not a good sign."
Do I know you?
Do I know you? By the way, you've been working for me,
Charlie.
but yeah, it turns out Charlie is Charlie's got one eye on larger affairs that you have seen glimpses of in your dreams, or maybe you haven't. Who knows how to interpret these. So in order to help your tiefling friend, you've been sent to a town called Ballad through a portal, and you were looking for a device called the Sunflower.
Currently we're playing game Manhunt.
You were given a box with a key inside it. Even
Were
Charlie yeah, you were. Even Charlie couldn't offer any information on why it's there or what it's there for, but only that at some point in the future it will become necessary. So you turned up in a town who, well, everyone was outside of town. It turns out that all the children are missing, at least some of the children are missing, in essentially a nod to My Neighbor Totoro, which is it's a Studio Ghibli film where one of the kids goes missing and then the entire town go and dredge the lake. If you've seen the film,
Cat bus.
it's got the cat bus in it. It's a great film, but you know, when you
All
look
of the
beyond
Ghibli stuff is a little bit dark.
yeah, it ends up quite
It's
dark.
fantastic, absolutely fantastic, a little bit dark.
So you've agreed because it's a quest and because you don't really know why you're there, and quests happen in Dungeons and Dragons. You've agreed to go and help look for these kids. So last
Then
time
we use the dog who's coming up. Ace is currently in tracking the peoples. The
Yes.
mini peoples.
So last time, the ranger of all people, and the ranger's dog, had a bright idea of using some of the kids' clothes to find a scent.
Companion. But look, it instantly says, by the way, you're going to take maximum amount of damage.
You will take maximum amount of damage. Rocks fall and everyone will die. But don't take my word for that. I'm just the GM. Or DM, or whatever you want to call it.
General manager!
Well, it's either Games Master or Dungeon Master, but
I want to see your manager.
they are interchangeable.
Yep.
So yeah, you went and you found the kids' den out in the fields, which is a reference to my childhood because we made dens out in the fields.
Which I
they
might say
were-
was a really good den, by the way.
Yeah, there were little traps. There were little pit traps and stick traps, and they even tried to make a little crossbow out of twigs. I mean, did anyone take damage from that?
No.
I found the traps.
You found all the traps. You found their den, and then you found another scent. Another scent was found by Fenton the dog, and you trip-trapped across the fields until you found a long barrow, which
It's got Barrett's written on the side of it.
which is, for anyone who doesn't live in the United Kingdom, is a burial mound. And there are several different types, but this is a long barrow, which means instead of just a lump of dirt in the countryside, it is elongated and there are chambers on the inside. Good, excellent. I think that catches us up. The barrow is in a little thicket of trees, and the halfling went forth and found the entrance, and then everyone else just crashed through the undergrowth and caught up. So
No, the rest of us were good. It was the
I fell off
ranger who was walking around like he was made out of a one-man marching band.
the
He did
wood elf,
slip.
the wood elf ranger, who is one with nature and the woods and the elves and. Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense. So yes, to catch everyone up, you were standing in the entrance to this long barrow. And there was the ground was clear of twigs and leaves as if it had been used recently. So good.
And
Good.
we pick up the halfling and search for chaps by throwing him in there.
Throwing the halfling into the long barrow.
No, I'm joking. I wouldn't do that.
I'm gonna. Oh, you didn't.
I'll do it to the dog instead.
Bloody dirt on my dog.
No.
Can't read it.
No, the camera's too rubbish.
Is it dark? Is it dark in there?
The barrow.
In the entrance? Yeah, I'm assuming so.
Yeah.
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 I'm gonna light a torch.
I bet say it wouldn't matter to any of us though.
No.
Got dark vision.
We've all got dark vision.
I'm gonna light a torch.
Okay, my torch.
Cannon for our little
Sure.
fire starter.
I mean, the difference between having a torch and not having a torch is that you see in color instead of
Black and white.
instead of black and white. So,
I mean, I could always cast light on your eyeballs.
I'm good, thanks.
we did that once.
Yeah, we did.
I just light a torch.
Apparently, it's a bad thing to cast light on someone's eyeballs.
Cast heat metal. On what? On his helmet.
Yeah, I'm going to cast heat metal on his helmet. Why?
So we got. So we have a light source, don't you know?
That is the
Not.
question. So
So
I'm
are
just
you
gonna...
staying in the middle? Are you going at the back? Is it me and the roguey up front, or what?
It's a good point. What is the marching order in this?
I'll go
And I'm
front,
saying that in
'cause
character, obviously.
I'm still stealthed.
Okay, so let's see if we can. You guys at the bottom. So down. Let's see, down here, which is the entrance. So up is the way in, and you see a little pathway, which ends in a little, what kind of looks like a little branching junction. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
Cool. Well, I'll scan ahead if you want.
Righto, Milo. I'll be behind you.
Larson,
Yup.
I'm gonna take up the rear with Fenton.
Okay.
I will go,
Behind the rogue then. I'll go behind Milo.
and I will go behind you then.
Come, wee man! Let us be about this place.
So
Was
the marching,
Well,
Marching-
slap.
the marching order is halfling, cleric. Sorry,
Bane.
rogue, cleric, bard, ranger, and
Rear
ranger's
guard.
dog. So is the dog bringing up the rear?
Yeah, I guess so. Wait, you're just following.
I'm gonna say if it's wide enough for two, then it'd probably be beside
Probably
him.
on the
wouldn't
side.
No, the bad news is it's wide enough for one.
Fenton can take up the
Uno.
rear.
The person at
in
the
the
back is always the
back.
first to be picked off.
Yeah, but at least it won't be me.
Sacrificial dog.
After all the fuss you made to get him,
We know it's buy another one with a party gold.
cast vicious mockery on the ranger.
they? Right, let's go.
We can always
DM,
buy
do I
another
need to
one.
re-stealth?
Yeah, I'm gonna go stealthily as well.
Everyone attempting stealth must roll for stealth. This is a new session, and I can't remember what we did last session. So let's.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
19.
Yep. So at least two of you go stealth, except between you is a cleric.
Or did you roll?
So I rolled, because obviously I'm at disadvantage for stealth, because I'm wearing heavy armor. So,
Let me
Can
go
we-
in front.
Yeah, I'm right behind you, mate. So one of them was a natural 20.
Oh no!
And the other one was a natural 1. Go on.
The other one was a 15, so I got 17.
I'm not going to bother going stealth. Because I'm hardcore.
Thanks, Nick.
Wow,
No worries,
everyone
bruh.
else is stealth and you're just giving the party away.
Well, I wouldn't be exactly sneaking as well as the rogue. I would just be moving slightly more cautiously because I can't. I'm still wearing tin plates.
Mm.
Very good. Can I check for traps along the route, Neil?
Yes, please. Okay, so as you're moving up the first part of the corridor, as you're moving up here, which is, let's say, it's probably a good 10, 15 feet. I like the way we're using feet, but I don't really know what feet are because,
Just look down, you got 2 of them.
yeah.
I was waiting for that. I was like, come on, what is it? Foot is 12 inches.
A foot is 12 inches.
12 inches is 2 half subs.
This is getting too American. What is it in? What is it in?
6 feet is 2
30
meters.
centimeters.
So
30 centimeters.
how
6
wide
foot
is
6 is 2 meters.
how wide is Nicolas Cage's face?
Too
About
big
6 foot
to
6.
measure.
About 6'6".
So okay, so it's about 6'6". So it's about, let's say, 2 Nicolas Cage's faces along this
That's
corridor.
massive.
About 15 foot. 12, 13 foot.
Okay, yeah, let's call it 15 feet.
15
So
feet.
I want a couple of checks for traps along the corridor.
Sure.
I'm just going to be keeping my eye out for anything.
I won't move
as I'm
until
going
he's
down.
about, I'd say, halfway down the corridor.
So half of Nicolas Cage's face
half
down the
of
corridor.
Nicolas-
I
Yeah.
got two
cool.
15s.
2 15s to check for traps from
Two
the
15s.
rogue. Good. You check for traps. You feel your way. Did you say you lit a torch?
Nick
I know,
right at the
Nick-
back lit a
Yeah.
torch.
Does it
Nicholas
go
is
for play?
killed.
So not only is the party that has night vision, it's not even low light vision. Everyone has dark vision.
Dark
right?
vision, yeah.
Not
So
only
pitch black, we're all good.
not only does the whole party has dark vision, not need a torch, but the Wood Elf Ranger is at the back, just sort of like scuffling his way down the corridor with a torch lit above his head,
You never know when you're going to find a church.
going pss, 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 pss,
If your
to his
character
dog.
says that out loud, I'm going to beat him. Going to beat him.
I didn't say
mean-
anything.
Okay,
Ooh.
so yeah, you search traps.
Can
You
I
don't
be
find
looking
anything.
for Sorry, Neil, didn't mean to talk over you. Then you carry on.
It's okay. Yeah, you don't find anything as you're going down the corridor. It is the floor is clean of debris. It is mud, sort of dirt.
Hard packed.
Yeah, hard packed. As you would find in a burial chamber. The stones, the walls and the ceiling are made of tightly packed stone. It is damp, and it smells kind of musty.
Any insects?
Not yet. It's also quite. It's not very tall in here.
Neither are we.
fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, I was going to say the halfling doesn't need to bend over, but anyone taller than about 4 foot
Oh, great.
is going to have to duck down a bit.
Great. So we're all ducking down then.
You're all ducking down, but it's not too bad.
Are there
I
any...
wish I had enlarged now.
Can I look to see if there are any tracks, any sign that someone's come through here before us?
For the halfling.
Yeah. Specifically not the halflings tracks. Can I see anything that seems slightly older than us now trudging through?
Anything older?
Yeah.
You're checking
have-
ground between you, the halfling, and the cleric.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking as I'm going, keeping
In
an
a
eye.
tunnel that's not very wide and recently walked on by us.
Do you have a skill in that?
I have a skill in everything. I'm a bard.
It would probably be survival check.
Then roll your survival. I have a skill in everything. I'm a bard.
Literally.
There you
She
go.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
19.
Broken. What?
I've got a +4 to survival.
Mind you, I've got +3.
There's her wisdom, isn't it?
That's why I've got +3 as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so you, as you're moving forward, you're moving forward quite slowly and quite deliberately and quite carefully, as a whole party is trying to squeeze into this burial chamber. You check the ground; it is hard-packed mud. It's a little bit sandy. You can feel plant material in it, bracken and things, all broken down and crushed down over the ages. You see very light footprints from Milo the rogue, and you see heavier footprints. In fact, quite deep footprints.
Dirty, great big clumpers.
From the Chungus.
From Varsin, the cleric, the plate-wearing cleric.
No. Chainmail.
Chainmail-wearing cleric.
He's not level 40 yet. He's not allowed plate.
I'm not allowed to play. I can't afford it. The only thing stopping me from wearing is I can't afford it. Expensive.
Anyway, no, you don't see any other tracks.
You
Very
didn't answer my
doozy.
trap question after I did my rolls.
Didn't answer your trap question.
You did.
Okay, so yeah, you find no traps.
Sweet. Carry on to the end of the corridor then.
And I will move.
There was
As
a
he
left
moves
and
up.
right then, wasn't there?
There was a left and right. Okay, you're moving on towards the end of the corridor, which is this
Mhm.
T-junction. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent.
Are we leaving it up to the gods to decide, or are we going in a certain
We
direction?
got a directional dice, James.
Um.
From your Warhammers.
No, I don't think I do.
But you just roll a d4 and evens will be.
Because it's not as fun.
It's not as fun without a directional dice. No, I never. I think I got rid of that.
So how about you roll a d4?
You can roll
And-
any dice as long as it's got even numbers on it, which most of them do.
Right, pick a dice and odds will be left and evens will be right.
Me and Nick can go left, you two can go right.
I am not splitting up, especially not with you two.
Fenton
You
can
want
go right and we go left.
to disappear off from the two people that can heal you.
We got parts for pro, eh?
Oh, okay. It's up to you guys. I would
Oh,
suggest
Will
staying
licked his
together,
finger.
but
He messed something up.
As they always do in mazes, you keep turning left and you will eventually get to the entrance, isn't it? Isn't that a tactic?
You'll always end up back on yourself.
How do you know?
If you follow the left-hand wall in a maze, no matter how far it is, you'll always get to the center, unless there are islands built into the maze, in which case,
You just
You
turn
might-
back on yourself.
yeah, you might find yourself going around an island.
Making a left turn.
Go down the roundabout.
has the ranger decreed
I'm
we're
in the
going left
services.
then?
I'm
Well,
knackered.
I'm the one up ahead.
Yep.
Oh, you pick then.
I want to see the map first.
Well, hold on a second.
This cartographer's so bad.
DM's doodling.
Yeah,
On the
Cool.
left, you see a dragon. On the right, you see a goblin. Which path do you take?
What's the goblin?
Left.
You go towards the dragon.
Yeah.
Of course he does. He's chaos personified.
I would go towards the dragon too.
Goblins mess you up.
Don't trust the goblin.
They
No,
come up
it's-
to you, snapping their fingers, going, "All right, lad."
What is it like?
They offer you spicy noodles.
here's a map. You might want to roll initiative.
Yay!
Ooh, okay.
So as you
Spicy!
pinball up the corridor, literally like a pinball launched you, because you are single file and you cannot be standing side by side, because the place is so narrow and so short. You see to the left and to the right of you skelebobs, because what else would be in a barrow but the undead?
30-20.
Give me a sec. I'm gonna have to find a clean thing. There we go. I'll get my pen. Oh, that is not a writable surface. It's just to write into the dice tray. So it's Alex, James, Nick, and Chantelle. So 25 to 20.
22.
Dirty 20.
Right, 30-20.
What?
Okay, well that just leaves
Well,
James, I guess.
I rolled a 1, and I get to re-roll my first one, so I got 15 after that with an initiative of 5.
So hang
You've
on,
got an initiative of 5.
Dexed.
Dex bonus. I
He's
guess
a rogue.
James, what did you get?
15.
15.
So not too bad.
I mean, you're kind of letting the party down since you are roadblocking. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let me just open my
Road blocking what?
nothing. I mean,
Does Fenton get an initiative?
Oh yeah, you got rolled. There he goes. Probably goes the same as the Ranger.
I thought he had his own initiative last time he was in combat.
He's not in. He's at the back. Doesn't matter. He's not going to be able to get past all of us.
Yeah, it's going to be quite difficult to get past everyone, even as a dog. Oh, hello.
Hello, Dicey's my old friends.
Yep. So I'm just going to do.
Well, it would have got a 9 if we're doing it anyway.
So Fenton is really coming up the rear, bless him.
Yep.
Sorry, what was that?
He was rubbing his butt along the floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
The dog's got worms.
I got some bad news for you guys.
Barnacles on your.
Prostate.
That's it. I can remember barnacles on your.
If a gale force peeing you be doing, you got barnacles on your prostate.
Do you always carry a map of the male prostate with you?
I am a map of the male prostate.
That's some Family Guy?
Yeah.
It's Seamus.
Negative. I am a meat popsicle.
I recognise it.
No.
Hey!
That's right at the beginning when he's in the cab, right?
That's when he's in his place and they're knocking on the door. The cop is like, "Excuse me, sir, are you a human?" He's like, "Negative, I am a meat popsicle."
So yeah, you're in stealth, but you're not hidden because there's nothing to hide behind. And as you round the corner, as you get to the end of the corridor,
Scallybobs!
right, Skellybobs. Got some bad news for you, Oath Chum, because one of the skeletons does go first. How is that possible? Oh, somebody got a natural 20.
Look at the way he snoops his soup.
So yeah, good. I'm just gonna grab this and move Skellybob 1 into CQB with. Let's do that. A little cross there. So the crosses with circles are the party, and the crosses without circles are not the party. For anyone who's colorblind, then that probably helps. Try to conserve colors. Good. And he's going to give a good old college swing, because why wouldn't you not? Give him a good old swing. And say, what's your AC? Well, what is your AC?
17.
Well, I got 19 on the dice.
Well done.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, that gives him. Yeah, that's definite hit. So that's a short sword. It's 1d6 plus 2. Where are you, Old Chum? Oh, which gives you 3 damage. 3 piercing damage, because I rolled 1. After all of that, so you get to the end of the corridor and you look left and there's a skeleton. You look right and there's 2 skeletons and you're just like, oh! As one just charges you and just smacks you with a short sword. You have time to brace, and it doesn't hurt as much as you thought it would hurt, but still, that's rather unpleasant. Next up is, well, it's the bard, Chantelle, Sariel.
I can't get anywhere.
No, it's kind of claustrophobic. You can't really get to the front. You can hear the rogue as he takes a hit. And he gets smacked with the short sword.
Can I see the skelly bob that's just hit him, or not really?
You can kind of, you can see like the sword and everything come over. It's kind of hard. You don't see them fully, so it's as if they're in cover.
I don't need to see him. I just need him to hear me.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers at 1st level. Can your Skelly Bob please make a wisdom save?
Can Scully Bob make a wisdom save at
Needs
-1? All right.
Needs to make 13. It's not that high.
So I need to roll 14 or higher. 17 on the dice.
He's all good then. As a bonus action, I am going to give the rogue inspiration. So you can take an extra d6 if you need it.
Sweetie.
And that inspiration is in the form of a
song, a dance. The dance of the 3 veils.
positive phrase. Just,
I'm just going to yell, "Don't die."
There we go, that's better.
A commendation.
I was waiting for something that's like,
Don't die.
don't die.
Okay.
It's northern, this northern accent comes from the back and says, don't die.
Don't die.
You
All
feel
right.
the urge to not die.
Okay, well, if that's you,
That's me.
good. That means.
Oh, hang on. Something else happens on Dissonant Whispers, even if I've just realised, even if they fail. Sorry. Even if they fail, they have to take half damage, so I need to roll 3d6 and they only take half damage and they don't have to run away from me.
3d6, half
3d6
damage.
level 1. Wow.
Yeah, it goes up a d6 every level. So let me just roll my d6s.
Overpowered. Banned.
Hashtag banned.
Get the patch notes out.
Overpowered?
Overpowered? What have I got? Like a couple of sticks and a bow.
What did you get? There's some communication back and forth.
12, so 6. Take 6 points. It's psychic damage.
6 points of psychic damage. Okay, so I will put.
I
So it
remember
does
why I like that
damage even on
spell.
a fail.
Yes, I remember why I like that spell.
That's a lot of damage. That's nearly half its hit points.
Whoop whoop!
Yeah, no, that's an awful lot of damage.
But
Okay.
the thing with that, though, Nick, is a lot of the spells at low level, they're really easily resisted because your resistance is in their fall.
And skeletons are a low level mob anyway.
Yeah.
Good. So, yeah, Alex, Milo, you hear the sort of just whispering in the air, and the skeleton next to you buckles and
I hate
shudders as it's psychically attacked.
Is that the one that
Seems-
attacked me, yeah?
Yeah, the one that attacked you staggers back. I mean, not out of its
Is
square.
he the one
but
that was to the left, or is that one of the two from the right?
depending on how you were looking at this on the screen, yes.
That would be our left. So you're
it's
right.
This guy here.
Oh no, that's our
Okay.
right, your left.
Yeah,
So
because
if
on,
I
on
go
Discord,
to
it's
the guy on the
flipped.
other side, then they get attack of opportunity on me? Or?
yeah, if you move away,
If you move
would
out of
get-
their reach, yeah.
Okay, so I'll attack the one that just took the damage.
Okay, roll
If
to
I
hit.
use both attacks, do I still get to move? I don't, do I?
You can attack and move. We've already had this discussion.
Yeah,
It's it's not the same as 3. You can attack and then move, or move and then attack. As long as you don't move up use your full movement, you can do it either way. So you can move a bit,
Yes.
attack, and then move again.
Okay.
yes. It's not the same as Warhammer where you've got to declare your charge, move, and then attack.
And then be stuffed, and then just get hammered.
Yeah.
It's quite good. It's very mobile.
Okay, so I'll swing with both weapons on the one that just took the psychic damage then.
Okay. Remember, you've got inspiration.
Yep, so one is 23, and the other's 11. So
The
it's
20
the dagger that's 23.
The 23 hits. The 11 glances off its armor.
Don't forget you can use the d6 on attack rolls if you want to try and up it.
Oh yeah.
You can't use it for damage, but you can use it for attack.
Use it for attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws.
So what did I say it was? 11.
Yep.
Make that 15.
That hits.
Yay!
Okay. So that's 8. Is it?
Calculating that damage.
Although I think
Yeah,
you'll
so
need
it's
it.
8 and 7. There you go.
15.
You do 15 damage.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, you give it a good old 1-2 shot.
Stabby,
And
stabby.
This thing just it was already suffering from the dissonant whispers, and it staggers backwards as you hack at it, and the bones just lose cohesion and just drop to the ground, scattering along the path.
I will take a step then to the one on my left, which then will give James access to come out into the corridor.
So you're stepping into combat with the one on the left, but you have no combat remaining. So, okay, I will move you over to the left. There we go. And good. So if that's you, Nick also goes at the same time, but he's kind of rear gunner. Rear admiral. Just
No, I'm
at
not
the
going
back.
to do much, am I? I have a question about Fenton, but that's not his move yet. So can I ask it now, or should I just wait till it's his go?
I mean, why don't you ask it now? Surprise us.
Could Fenton... Fenton's going to be like a reasonably sized dog, isn't he? If he's a sleigh dog. Could he run under people's legs? He couldn't scrabble past.
It's
We're all
very
too short,
I'm
really.
not too sure. Aren't we?
Yeah.
We're 4'11". I'm 4'11". A dog's going to be pretty tall. You can pretty much 4'11" standing up anyway.
Yeah, we're hunched over as well, so the chance of him being able to get through our legs are pretty slim.
No, I'm going to do nothing then.
You can hold an action.
I could blow a horn, I guess.
No, I didn't. I mean, you can hold your attack until you can see something.
I mean, you could blow your horn.
You could do that too.
To,
I'm just going to
John.
blow the horn.
All right, you blow your horn.
No, give us a performance check. I want to know if it's in tune
I'm doing
or
a
not.
performance check.
I want
It's
to.
a
I want to
15.
know. Ooh, all right, fair enough.
You
He hits a
stand-
note.
You stand at the back of the party. You can hear fighting and struggling and the clattering of bones and blade. Somebody
what's that
cooks
song?
up a spell, and you look around. It is very cramped, very narrow. You're all hunched over. The dog's probably not going to get between everyone's legs. It's so tight in here and claustrophobic. So you do what you think is best.
Plays
Get the
Baker
horn.
Street.
And you give it a good old blow, and you just go honk. It's
Wait. It's a solid note. It's not like.
it's a solid note. In fact, some may say it's enough to wake the dead.
Yeah, boy.
If for future stealth checks in this particular chamber.
Okay.
You might want to keep in mind that a horn has just been blown.
That was a crackingly good action.
That was good.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, that's it for
Heads up,
you.
Alex.
Yes, Billy.
No worries.
So James, Barson, Milo has just he's been at the end. He's been at the T junction. He's now stepped to the left and engaged something around the corner, and effectively cleared space in behind him on the actual
Sweet.
junction itself.
I shall clomp you forwards then. Have a glance around and see if I see anything.
So as you move forward, which is just a matter of a step, there is something to your right. There is a chamber, and it does look like another skeleton actually inside the chamber.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Do I notice that he's attacking a skeleton as well then, do I?
You've noticed that he stepped in combat with a skeleton and is preparing to attack it, yes.
Whatever shall I do?
What
Ooh,
shall
I
you do?
don't-
Tell me, cleric. Tell me, cleric, what shall you do? Bane.
Oh,
jeez.
my Bane buddy!
So what are you going to do, old chum?
13 charisma save, please, for both of them.
So you're stepping forward.
Yep.
So
Obviously, I haven't drawn my weapon, so I can cast Bane.
you're going to cast Bane.
Wait,
And a
you've both got
13.
Bane.
Oh yes.
Yeah, we've discussed. We can like
13
tag team
charisma, yeah.
Bane.
How is that fair?
Must be like its first level because there's only 2 of them.
Okay,
The
so
higher up I cast it, the more people will get baned.
charisma.
Yes.
They're at -3 for charisma.
I know. It's funny, isn't it?
So I'm going to get 13.
No, you have
Was
to
it-
get 16. No,
Yeah.
you have to get 17.
So the success is a 13,
Yeah,
which
so
is
you
a
need 16 then.
16 on the dice. A 19 and a 1. We're going to say the one in combat with Alex has got the 1 because that's just the side the dice landed. So this guy
That's
got
it.
1. So what happens to him?
-4.
-4 for all his future.
Attack rolls and saving throws.
Good. That sucks. The other one got a 19 on the dice.
Yeah, so he just kind of like, yeah, whatever. Probably too far away.
Okay. That brings us to. Let's look at the initiative.
I won't use my bonus action, I'll just leave it.
You're not going to use the bonus action?
Nah.
You could literally walk.
I don't want to blow my...
Trumpet.
No, I don't want to blow my
Nick will do
spiritual
that for
weapon.
you.
Right, I mean, you could walk into combat with the other one or clear a path out of the way of the rest of the party.
Concentration checks.
You-
I will move forwards a bit so somebody else can get in behind me. But that's a 5-foot step.
All right, yeah. You've already taken a 5-foot step in order to get into that section of the
Yeah, so
corridor.
I'll 5 foot the other way then.
5 foot out to
Towards
one
the
side.
other... Yeah,
Okay,
so somebody
Okay.
can get in behind me.
okay, we'll do that. I will mark this up. I've seen some really sophisticated D&D stuff, like screens and things.
That's how you've done some sophisticated D&D stuff.
I do like the old whiteboard.
Clapperboard, but never mind. I mean, I can buy a whiteboard if you like.
I'd look to buy on whiteboards.
We need a
Um,
digital whiteboard.
Considering everything's going on at the moment, there's so much
No.
stuff I want to buy, but I'm having to hold on all of it. So I've moved you off to one side, so now there is a nice gap left and right of the T-junction, so somebody could slot in behind. There are two skeletons up. One is baned, one is not. And it is now skeleton 2, who is the one in front of you, James. He is going to saunter over and give you a good old tap. I'll give you a good old tap. That does nothing. So you do you have your shield out? Yeah, you got your shield out. So you got your shield out, and it basically is just kind of it's hard to get a good angle on it since the shield blocks most of the corridor. So you kind of see the skeleton approaching you, and you just go drop it in front of you, and you feel a thump on the other side as if someone's knocking on a door, because
Dear.
basically
Don't be
that's
scratching my
what's
shield.
that is what's going on. The other one goes to swing at Milo, at Alex, and
Not forgetting the D4.
D4, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's done it anyway. So that's a 13 minus 4 to hit. It's 9 to hit.
Not a chance, mate. Double it and you would have.
Well, yeah.
Just
Even with
just gonna-
bonuses, that's not gonna. Yeah. Yeah, even with bonuses, that wouldn't do it. Okay, so the other one swings, but he seems a bit somewhat distracted. Which brings us back to the top of the chart. Unfortunately, Skellybob 1, the one that initiated combat,
It's an ex-skeleton.
gone. So he did. Which leaves us with Chantelle, Sariel,
I'm going to step forward so I can get up to where Varson is.
You're basically in between me and Thee.
I'm going to look and see the skeleton in this chamber.
Okay, so you have moved forward, and now you're all on the T-junction intersection, and you can all see, or at least see the two skeletons, although only two of you can actually physically get to them.
Well, physically attack them.
Okay, well, physically attack them.
We'll go with Dissonant Whispers again on the one. I do have my crossbow, but you're both in the way.
So you can shoot over us?
I'm the only one that can stand up.
Okay, so it's very narrow in here. If you were going to start shooting crossbows, I'd want it at disadvantage.
No, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay, Dissonant Whispers. Yeah, because there's part of me thinking, Nick should really be using Ocean Song in here.
No, he really shouldn't.
No, don't even put that idea in his head. Very bad DM.
Actually, no, I'm going to use a cantrip and cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay. Okay.
Again, Wisdom save of 13.
Against which one?
Have either of them taken damage so far?
No, neither of them taking damage. One's baned, so the one in front of Alex is baned.
I'll go to the other one then.
And the other one is kind of blocked behind a door of a shield.
I'm just going to be like, no, bad, and cast Vicious Mockery.
Cast Vicious Mockery. So what's the save on that?
It's a 13 Wisdom.
And they get Jesus, -1 to Wisdom.
It's still not that high a save.
Yeah, when you roll a 13 on the dice and get 12.
Okay, well, you'll be glad to know the damage isn't that high.
Damage is not that high, it's 12.
He only takes 3 points of damage, but
Okay.
I'm waiting for the Banther.
his next attack roll is at disadvantage.
Okay, so this is the one on the other side of James. So he takes 3 damage.
3 psychic damage and disadvantaged.
And next roll. Well, okay, cool. Don't worry about it. Don't mind me.
Oh, we won't, don't worry.
Just messing up my monsters here. Okay, Alex and Nick, you both go together, so we'll do Alex first.
I'm going to slice and dice the one next to me.
So there's a skeleton in front of you. It's been baned. So you want to give it a good old...
Dirty 20 and 22.
Those hit.
Miss, mate. No.
Miss mate dough in it.
Completed that.
11 and 8.
19.
Okay.
You do 19 damage. Yeah, but that's enough just to take it apart. It just crumbles in front of you. So yeah, you managed to handily dispatch that mower. It's almost as if it didn't actually need to be baned, you know?
And without properly rounding the corner, can I go and peek my head round? Since I can't get past James anyway.
Yes. There you go. Looks like it carries on for a bit, and there's another little T-junction section.
Okay.
Yep. Good.
It's me, isn't it?
If that's Alex done.
I will move up. If it doesn't look like there's any enemies there, I'll move up a bit.
How far?
I can use my full range, can't I? 15 feet.
You want to go, let's just say all the way to the T-junction?
No.
You don't want to go all the way to the T-junction?
No, so Nick can at least come in behind me.
Well, he can't because Chantelle's
Chantelle's in the way.
Okay. So at least one of them can get in behind me.
I'll move you forward a few feet. I'll move you just round the corner. There we go. So, okay. I've moved you around the corner. and you're now in that new section. Okay.
Very good.
Good. So you've gone left from the T-junction, and there's a curving corridor which ends in another T-junction section. So you've moved along a little bit, but you haven't got to the new T-junction. Nick, old chum.
I'm just going to move up behind Chantelle.
You're going to move up. You and Fenton, I take
Sorry,
it.
sorry.
Yep. No, you and Fenton move up behind Chantelle or Sariel. I'll put you down there. Good. So you've moved up to the first T-junction section, which is narrow. And is there anything you can do here?
No. I've already done the best action in game yet. Blowing the horn. Now I'm just gonna get ready.
I mean, you could always blow the horn again.
I've already done it once. I think I've already made our presence now.
Yeah.
I don't think I need to do it anymore.
You're not feeling an encore?
No.
Okay, cool.
You can only blow your horn once a day.
I mean, dude, if you don't blow your own trumpet, no one's going to do it for you.
Exactly.
I mean, we could probably pay someone to do that if you like.
Maybe in Campbell. Okay, so next up is going to be...
I do believe you mean Carrigan Moore.
Carrigan Moore. Yeah, sure. Next up is going to be James. James, you find yourself in a barrow. A long barrow. It's like a burial mound in the countryside. It's a narrow chamber that you find yourself in, a narrow passageway, and in front of you is a skeleton.
17 to hit with my hammer.
You take your hammer. Did I not
press the button?
Yeah. You take your hammer. Because before you had no hammer, you were casting stupid spells against my minions of darkness.
Oh, look! Anybody else got a bit of a dry mouth from all that salt?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it! So, yay or nay?
The next one's a dragon.
Sweet.
Yeah, 17 to hit. Yeah, 17 hits.
Sweet! And I do 11 points of damage.
You give it a good old swing and then realise there's not really enough space to actually get a good old-fashioned arc in on this, so you more pool cue it in the face with the end of your hammer.
Punk!
It's a good hit, and it stumbles and you hear the cracking of bone. It's violent, but this thing is still standing.
He's still standing.
Just. Oh wait, no, it's already taken 3 damage.
Yeah.
No, in which case, no. Belay that order, number 1.
Oh.
No, with 3 damage, you put it over its maximum hit point. So you poke it in the ribcage. Well, I'll tell you. You tell me how you do it.
Just be like,
You're just poking it. So you smack it, and it's looking a bit unstable, and you just
Army
give it
of Darkness style, just like, aha! Drink! Oh.
You just give it a poke into the eye sockets, and it stumbles over backwards and collapses into bone. All right.
If anybody's not seen that film, go and watch it. It's funny.
Which film?
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead, Army of Darkness. Is that the second one?
Yeah. It's funny.
I can't even remember how many AOD films there are. There's a remake that they did.
2, I think. There's the first one, which is probably meant to be really quite scary.
They've done 3 Evil Dead films, and they've redone the first one, but they never needed to do it, because why would you remake a film?
No.
Come up with a new film.
And I will march into the chamber.
You'll march into the Chamber of Secrets. What lies beyond in the chamber of...
Ancient White Dragon.
Enter the dust chamber.
Like an eagle piloting a blimp.
Oh, yeah. You were so graceful, like an eagle piloting a blimp.
You went to Half-Life Report. Like
That's not like it came to my mind. I'm just like, oh, dude.
Okay, so I'm just gonna...
That and weirdly a turkey running down a corridor.
So you end up going into the chamber, It is. I'm sorry. What?
That was a frozen turkey running down the corridor. Ugh, now my cheek hurts. Ugh.
I'll make a note of this event and properly punish you for it later.
Yay!
What's a beholder? Anyway, so cool.
It's something you put your cup in. Oh, that's a cup holder. never
Cup
mind.
holder. You go into the chamber. It is an area. It's kind of nice. It's a room made out of stone, the same stone as the corridors are made out of. There's a couple of stone plinths in there, rags on there, some rusted, very badly rusted metal work. The remains
Shoddy
of,
human work.
the remains of armor that is just effectively rusted and disintegrated. The clothes the dead were buried in are there on the plinths. It appears to be the plinths that once contained these two skeletons. They must have been buried in arms and armor, but the dampness of this barrow has taken its toll on both flesh and metal. So yeah, it is a dead-end room. You doing anything in there? Not search, boys, or just...
Can't, that was my turn. I attacked
Okay.
the skeleton and then moved afterwards, so...
Oh, of course you did. Oh well, combat's over, because there's no more skelebobs.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't want to take everyone else's gaming, you see, so that's why I was just being
No,
nice.
no, no.
Sorry.
No. So,
Oh, well, I'll just have a little bit of a shifty then, and say there's a couple of burial plinths in here. Some previous occupants are still here.
yeah. So I'm not gonna start moving you guys around because just ink and stuff. But yeah, effectively, he walks into you see him walk into the burial chamber at the end.
19 for investigate if you want to investigate.
So I mean, the plinths are empty because the skeletons, you just fought them.
Yeah.
Um.
So either it's a 19 for investigate or it's a 21 for perception. I don't know which one you want.
Are you searching? You're just searching.
Yeah, just have a quick.
Well, we'll do the investigating. You you look around. You find rust, dry clothes and things, but you also find a small gold brooch. It's probably worth about 10 gold, if you were to sell it. So, brooch, quite artistic. You
Have
know,
it, son.
you're robbing the graves of the dead. You're not robbing the graves of the dead.
I bloody will.
Oh, well, you don't know about it.
I will leave it
Combat's
there.
over. I can go off and have a
Okay.
look, can I?
And you find 4 silver coins scattered kind of around where the heads of the skeletons would have been.
I will pick them
Any
up
for
and
the
place them
ferryman?
back on the plinths.
Okay, you
In the
pick
position of where their faces would be.
right. You pick the 4 silver coins up and put them back on the burial plinths.
Then walk out. Or let whoever's coming in and then...
Okay. So you find a little bit of treasure, but you leave it. You choose to
Hang on a minute.
respect.
What the bodies? Are they in like just a tattered heap on the floor?
Well, they're kind of scattered now in terms of the bones. The
We
bones,
just
they
fought
were.
at them.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, you can identify the individual piles of bones because they fell a little way from each other.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll identify them and then put them back on the plinths.
Okay, as obviously human jigsaw puzzles rather than.
Oh, I'll just kind of like not pile them up, but put the head at the top at least, and then just kind of
Okay,
just be respectful,
just be respectful, shrug. Okay, cool.
Well, yeah, we've come searching for your children. By the way, we went into your barrow and profaned your dead ancestors. Probably stole half their stuff, so it's all good.
I
No.
stole stuff from your warrior grandmother and scattered her bones all over the burial chamber.
It's just a
And
bit.
stole a brooch.
I mean, she can put up a good fight, so yeah, I mean, kudos. Good grandma.
After casting Bane on her.
Hey, look, I said she put up a good fight. I didn't say she was better than me.
I mean, how much are you going to tell these guys?
Nothing.
Okay, so what have we got here? So yeah, essentially it's dead end with a burial chamber. Milo, the rogue, was going in the opposite direction. You do have an opportunity here to rearrange party order should you so wish.
I'll stay where I am. Can I check the traps in this particular area, please?
Okay, you roll a couple of searches for traps. Everyone else, are you happy with the party order?
I'm going to move up along the corridor towards Milo.
15 and 19.
Okay.
I shall follow suit.
I'll go at the rear then. I'll just be like, just a minute, guys. I'm just I'm just stacking the bodies back up.
Back in the shelves!
Okay. It's whenever I put Nick, unless it's specific, we'll just assume Fenton is with Nick.
Yeah. Until he goes into combat, there's no point at drawing him.
No.
I think while you're just literally stacking the bodies up on the plinth, we'll just effectively.
Yeah, I'll go last. That's fine.
You go last. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Just they're
Just,
buried with honor. Just making sure that they retain it.
They retain
Dwarf,
that.
remember?
I mean, you're a
The
dwarf, but just remember the dwarves don't survive after the Hobbit.
Nah,
Especially
they
the
all
ones-
did.
No, they're dead dwarves.
What
They're
dwarves?
dwarves, just like Magni.
The ones that go to Moria to reopen the mines after the
It
Hobbit.
tells them. It does say that.
Yeah, but Gandalf doesn't know, which is why he takes everyone to Moria, thinking the dwarves might be there.
No, Gandalf doesn't want to go to Moria. He says, let's not go that way. And then he
Yeah.
has the ring bearer decide.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he doesn't know at that point until they turn up and
No,
everyone's
Gimli
dead.
doesn't know.
Gimli doesn't know?
Gimli doesn't know, not Gandalf.
Oh, one of them doesn't know.
Gimli, the dwarf, doesn't know that they're all knackered.
Is he Magni's son?
Don't push it.
Magni from
Magni
World
doesn't
of
have a son,
Warcraft.
he's got a daughter.
Yes,
Magni,
that
dead
Dead
dwarf.
dwarf, mate.
Neil googled it. It's legit.
Yeah, I googled it. Magni from World of Warcraft, the online roleplay game, is a dead dwarf. Good. We've got that out of the way. I'm DM, so actually that's canon. Brilliant. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Corridor. So you are all lined up, ready to march forward. You do some searching for traps. You find compacted mud, stone, moss, and
No traps.
moisture, but no traps.
Sweet. Carry on then. Instead of just
Swiggity.
walking into the bloody T-junction, I want to poke my head around the corner.
You poke your head round the corner.
Housekeeping?
Let's keeping.
No,
Hey,
Mr.
I'm calling.
Superman not here.
Can you just make sure he gets this?
No.
So I'll sketch in. Okay, so you poke your head around the corner, and you see another sort of burial chamber off to one side, and the old path curves upwards. So
I see no skelly bobs.
the path to the right curves is a T-junction. Path to the right sort of curves out of sight, and the path to the left.
So it's
enters
mirroring
it.
behind us.
It's essentially mirroring behind you. Yeah.
Well, since I see no skelly bobs, I'll step out into the chamber.
You step out into the chamber itself.
Well, heading towards said chamber.
Okay. So what we're going to do is
Draw
so
more skelly bobs.
what exactly are you doing? Are you just standing actually on the T-junction?
Yeah,
Okay.
checking towards the chamber.
There's not really that much. While we're doing this, Nick has blown a horn. Are you still in the middle of the party with a lit torch above your head?
Yes. Well,
Good.
it'd be near me, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, not above it, but it's sort of
Somewhere, yeah.
somewhere. Okay. So yeah, you move forward onto the T-junction. You see to your left, because it's mirrored on Discord. You see to your left a burial chamber. There's a couple of plinths in it. You can kind of
No skellybobs?
You can kind of see one empty plinth, and you can see one with the bones. At least from where you are, you see bones on it. You can't see if it's a full skeleton or not.
They're not coming for me. If there's no skeletons coming for me, I'll carry on up the corridor.
You carry on up the corridor. Okay. Everyone else is following on, I take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Follow
shuffling
on.
up.
Okay. When you guys get to the T-junction, you see the same thing. There's a burial chamber to your left, and a corridor to the right that curves on up along the length of the Barrow. So everything sort of goes from south to the north, as it were, because it is a very narrow place. Okay, cool. So you head on up the corner of the corridor.
Is it actually pitch black in here?
There are no lights, and there's no natural light. As soon as you're away from the entrance, it is utter darkness.
Have we walked past the chamber? Haven't we? Yeah, we're going up the other bit now.
Do you want to do anything in that chamber?
Oh, I just wanted to know if there was anything like lantern points. Like you could light something.
A brazier.
Yeah, because if they were putting the bodies to rest, surely they would have a way of lighting the area.
No, you don't see anything like that in here. It's literally burial mound. So there's no, after you've put the bodies inside, you don't come back for.
I'm probably thinking more like a crypt, aren't I?
Yeah, I mean with a crypt, you would expect at least some foot traffic in there because people are coming in and sort of paying their respects to the dead. Well, here it's literally just you put them in, put a rock over the door, and just say, "Well, good, thanks for your service, old chum." Okay, so in which case I'll just put you and Chantelle. So everyone's queued up in the corridor, which means I have to draw a little bit more of this. Barrow, thank you for that. Don't mind me. I love it. I love it. You look around the corner, and you see in front of you a door.
Yeah, yes.
A small wooden door, like the sort of door that you haven't seen in the Barrow.
We've seen no doors in the Barrow.
No, you haven't.
A check of traps.
You're checking the door for traps.
Checking the door for traps.
All right, please roll me a check for traps, and tell me what you roll. For I am the dungeon master, and I need to know these things.
1.
Ooh, you only need to roll once. Oh no, you can re-roll a 1, can't you?
Yep. 17.
Okay. So you go up to the door. Yep, it's a door. It looks quite new. It looks quite sturdy. It's banded with metal that's actually not rusted, unlike everything else that you've seen that's made of metal down here. You go to grab the door handle and stop just a little short of it.
Get it? Little short.
Little short. Yeah.
Sorry.
You stop a little short of it and realise that in the darkness, and because you have dark vision, you see this, and because somebody's freaking standing behind you with a freaking lit torch. Some of the stones in the wall next to you have been moved, and there is a small gap, just a small gap, with what appears to be some sort of mechanism.
Okay. Well, using my knowledge, will I know if my thieves tool would disarm it?
You can have a go at disarming it if you want.
26.
26. Yeah, you stop. You trace where you think a trigger mechanism could be from the door, around the walls, and yep, there's definitely a trigger mechanism. You can just make out in the little gap, there's a very fine wire, and you think you can just maybe just jimmy it, crank something in there, just to hold tension on the wire, and then cut it, freeze it from the door. Something's buried in there. Maybe a crossbow or some sort of blow dart, but it's too far in the wall to actually get to. But yeah, you've disarmed the trap that would have shot something into you had you just grabbed the door handle.
Are you going to mention this to us?
Yeah, there's a trap. I've disarmed the trap. There's a bolt possibly in the wall.
Do you want me to
There
put
you
my
go.
shield in front of it?
I mean, I disarmed the trap as far as I'm aware. And you can't really get round me, can you?
No,
I'll
there's
just put my arm beside you with my shield.
Okay,
My shield.
trap disarmed. Door. Is it locked?
You take the door handle and give it a turn and little pull. Yeah, it does feel locked. Yeah, it's locked.
Thieves' tools again?
Oh, please. I mean, it's kind of rude having a door and then not locking it.
Absolutely.
22.
Yeah, you slide your tools in and feel for the tumbler, and you lift it up one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's some movement. 5, click, and you just twist. There's a mortise lock on the inside, and yeah, pull the bolt back.
Y'all ready for this?
The door is now unlocked.
The door is being opened. Very slowly.
You slowly open the door.
Peek my head in, see if I can see anything.
Well, you pull the door open. You peek your head in. Excuse me. I need to draw something. Okay,
It's the
good.
eyes of the beholder.
Look
Yes.
deep into the Parker.
slam the door again, lock it, run.
The kids are
Sorry
lost
to
cause.
disturb
See you later.
you. See you later. Bye.
Oh,
Just
my
go back to
bad.
the village. Yeah, your kids are dead.
I
Sorry.
would just make some more. It's fine.
Where's our reward?
That is the thing. It's just
Reward
like,
even if they are dead. I got my shoes all dirty.
talk amongst yourselves, I guess.
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm
I
6'5".
like sitting by the stuff.
Yeah, you are really stupidly tall.
Yeah.
I've got quite big feet. You know what they say about big feet?
Big socks,
teeth.
big shoes,
Big nose.
Big nose.
How big are your feet anyway?
12.
You're only like half
They're like-
size. You're only
They're
half
bigger than
size
my
bigger
head.
than me.
Okay.
Passing the time, innit?
Yeah, well, this just cartographer just busy pulls his finger out of his nose, you know.
He's a
Cartography.
perfectionist. This better be bloody good, Neil.
I know.
Better be bloody good. Well, we are done. We're done. So cool. So as you open the door,
Ooh.
you open the door into kind of a
King's Rest, anyone?
large chamber. Right in the middle of the chamber is a large green and very glowing gem. And around it are eight of the stone plinths that you saw earlier, except
They got kids
they
on them.
contain bodies. Bodies with skin and clothes and generally shorter than an adult person. Hello. Around the room, these guys around here. You got some bookshelves, a bookshelf. You got a couple of chests, and a raised dais or area at the back with a person standing on it in some robes. And you also have right at the back of the room, next to the person, is a little lectern. And that is what you see as you push open the door.
Does the person notice us open the door?
Are you going to ask them?
Are they looking at me?
They are the other side of a large glowing green crystal.
I enter stealth and go behind one of the bookshelves.
Okay, you enter stealth and go behind one of the
I
bookshelves.
will whisper to James what I can see in case he can't
Left
see it.
or right?
Right, because I have to go round the door if I go left, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a dude up on the stand. Don't know if he's noticed us.
Right. You'll notice us in a minute, don't you worry.
What, when I blow my horn?
When I just boot open the door.
I directly behind you.
Oh, Chan's directly behind me. Chan, there's a dude
Oh, is it
directly
Chantelle
ahead of
behind
us. I don't know if he
Yeah.
spotted me.
I'll pass this back to the others again,
So
very
Chinese whispers,
quietly.
it gets back to James. There's a Mackie D's dead ahead.
There's a Mackie D's! Right!
Okay, I've changed marching order. So it's Alex is now in the room. So what did
I
you roll
got-
for stealth?
28.
I reckon
Yeah.
we give him a go to get in there, and then we do the whole kick
Is
door.
there a gap behind those things, or is that just how you've drawn it?
It's just how I've drawn it. But no, the bookshelves are up against the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
If I just drew them as part of the wall, it would look confusing. So I just wanted to keep it less
This
confusing
would
because I'm drawing
not
on a
do
whiteboard.
well with my OCD. Oh, no.
No. Don't fit quite right. The room's round and they're square.
Actually, yeah. All right.
Okay, so that's what we got at the moment.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna
Strike a
follow
pose!
in. I'm gonna stealth again and go past Milo to the other side of the bookshelf.
To the other side of the same bookshelf that he's.
Yeah.
Okay, can you roll me a stealth?
22.
22. Okay. Yep. You wander in as quietly and as stealthily as possible.
Are we actually in a different dimension? Have we just been pulled to another side of the world?
It's the same world. You took a portal to the other side, the other side of the continent because it's quicker than walking across the entire continent.
Maybe we can grab the kids one by one.
Next
just
up
slowly
is
drag them out.
so James and
It's Nick then James.
is Nick then James, wasn't it? I got confused because James said he was holding his shield up when you were doing the trap. So
I think
yeah,
James forgot
Did.
that I went in front of him.
yeah, James was bringing up the rear, definitely. Okay, so Nick, what are you doing?
I can't get past, so.
And
can.
we've moved that
no,
away.
no,
What?
you're next. Sorry.
Oh, right, sweet,
there was
yeah,
some,
okay,
there was
so.
confusion where James was.
Torture.
Well, I don't know
Right.
what's there. Oh, I was told, wasn't I?
Yeah, I told you.
I don't know. I was instantly thinking of an Ali G sketch when it came up. With the Chinese vistas. Switch on the engine, turn it on, then it goes to another thing I can't say because it's got swearing in it. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna douse the torch, and I shall enter stealthed. And I'm gonna go up to like the bit where the kids are, and then just duck, so behind the crystal, but where the kids are, or
Operation
the corpses
Human
on the
Meat Shield.
thing.
Okay, not
Operation Human Shield my head!
So pretty much going straight ahead in stealth, and
Okay.
then just hiding behind the concrete.
not to be
Negative Nelly.
no, not to be metagaming as the dungeon master.
Go.
Do you want to perhaps charge Ocean Song?
No, not really. Anyway, well, I'm not going to charge it anyway, unless I need it.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Yeah, quiet chamber. It's like, what's that grinding noise?
And
There's
obviously,
an
I
elf
want
just
Bennett and stuff.
So you
grinding
wanna-
away. Don't mind me, mate. It's alright, carry on.
I got
I'm not
25 to
here.
stealth.
25 to stealth.
Right, are you lot gonna...
Everyone is now in the chamber with the exception of James.
I am not stealthy.
No.
Try.
But then draw his attention away from us.
Oh, I can draw attention. Don't you worry about that. I can do that quite well. Can I see this Muppet behind the crystal then?
If you're moving forward, you can.
I will edge forward until I can see... I mean, they did whisper down that there was somebody behind a crystal, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You're going to have to be about... You're still in the corridor.
Yeah, I'm in the corridor, but can I see him? Or can I see them? Or can I see this crystal? Can I see some past the crystal?
You can see, kind of. You can see that there's someone there.
Right.
You're going to need to be in the room because the crystal. You need to get left or right of it from where you are.
Just to
I
interject.
just put them there because it's kind of tight. But they're essentially.
No. Yeah, I understand that, but can I just see past the crystal from the door?
You can see.
I only need to see past it. I don't need to be clear line of sight. I just need to see past it.
Yeah, you can see past it.
Right. That's absolutely wonderfully fine.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want a distraction, everybody? I'm asking now. Because this is like Payday. This is going to go loud now.
Go for it. Go left.
Yeah, I was going to say either that or I don't know. Would we get a surprise round if he hasn't noticed us?
Well,
that's the other thing I was just about to ask.
Yes, the next question is, I think if we're going to start this, we're going to have to leave it there for the time being because time is moving on and it's moving on swiftly. So I reckon we should leave it there for the time being and pick this up next episode. Otherwise, it's going to get too late.
Yes.
So for the time being, I will say we'll leave it there. If you like this stuff, you leave a like, leave a subscribe, and if you do subscribe, click the little bell because that'll give you notifications when videos go live. And I'll tell you what, I'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
All Father watch over you.
All Father watch over you, but
Yeah.
not a tiefling.
I was going to say, if this was another dimension, wouldn't it be cool if this was like the alternate Lillian?
That would be a really cool idea, wouldn't it?
Like dark meta Lillian.
Good. Right. Should we do this? Because it's.
Let's do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a cleric, aren't I? I'm not a barbarian.
I would like to cast a heal.
I would like to heal.
Good. So.
I
Good.
would like to cast.
Go, Dale.
No. Yeah. Dude can be lady dude or gentleman
No.
dude.
Only
Yeah,
with you
yeah.
can never be lady, dude.
I always call everyone dude.
I got some kind of Zoe, dude.
Even you lady man ladies.
Yeah. Everyone's a dude. I don't mind. It's because I can't remember anyone's names.
Come for a wee wee.